Peter. It's 8:45. Welcome to coffee.
That's it. Welcome. Strong coffee and strong discussions about properties.
Yes, and strong mindset. This is what this is all about. Right, so today we are talking about an interesting subject, the buyer mastery. Show less, close more. And the closing means write more contracts with buyers or get them to the table to sign a contract and commit. Yeah, maybe you can lead us in, Peter.
Yes, I think we all know that the MREA learned us that, or teaches us that the listings are the most important. Place your listings, and don't spend all your time on buyers so that you don't get your listings. But on the other hand, buyers do buy the properties that you list, so it's important also to give them a certain time of your attention. But that must be a time with borders.
Yeah, and I think put in your boundaries in place with buyers, because buyers can take up a lot of your time. They can waste a lot of your time. So I think you need to plan this very purposefully, and we're going to give you some tips on how to do this. So I mean, and keep in mind, working with buyers is all about education. You need to educate them, especially first-time home buyers. There are also people that might only be buying every 10 years, they upgrade, or every 7 to 10 years. So that's quite a lot of years that's gone between the previous buying process. Or if it's a first-time home buyer, they've never done this before. And remember, they also have a fear, uncertainty, are they doing the right thing? It's a big commitment to buy a big asset.
Yes.
It's a lot of money, and to commit on that monthly payment if they're applying for a bond as well. And if we don't educate them, we can't calm their nerves.
Yeah, not only for first-time buyers. I talked to a buyer yesterday evening, actually a seller that sold his property and now he has to buy something. He's in his 60s, but he bought a house last when he was in his 20s.
Oh, I get it, yes.
It's the same as a first-time buyer. He's so anxious, he's so nervous because now he has to take his well-earned money and you have to buy something, and he don't know how and what and what's the process, and he's quite nervous about that. I think more than a first-time buyer.
Yeah, and how are people going to get to trust you? Because they don't know you. Yes, you are a agent and you are saying to everybody, I am the expert, or yes, this is what you should do. It's an education process. This is how it starts. And also, it starts with empathy. Do you understand what they're going through? Are you putting yourselves in their shoes? And that is how you're going to start building trust. If they know that you understand what they're going through in that moment to make that big decision, they will start trusting you. What do you think about that?
Definitely. In your conversation with the buyer, use a technique of saying, if I hear it correctly, I hear you that you say so and so and so. Immediately when you reflect the emotions in words, something snap and they know you understand them.
Yeah.
And they can trust you.
Yeah, rather repeat, make sure that you've listened. And then once again, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. So keep quiet, listen. Listen when they speak, because you might miss something because you want to put your ideas into their head because you are so excited. I've got a buyer. They're going to sign a contract. No, that is when we attach the outcome. You first got to listen. It's their needs. It's all about them. It's not about you in this moment. The next thing, this will also help with clarity, because if you educate them, they're going to have clarity around the process. Tell them, here's what's going to happen next. These are basically the favorite words from one of the top agents in USA, Nikki Miller. She says to the buyers, here's what's going to happen next. She says to the sellers, here's what's going to happen next.
Yes.
So now they start trusting you because you are telling them what's going to happen next. They feel safe. They understand, okay, when this happens, this is going to happen. When this happens, this is going to happen. And then also it means that you are in control. If you educate through the process, you gain control with this.
Yes, that's so true. I've got a document that I give to buyers and sellers that explain the whole process. It's 3 pages full of what a buyer should know, what a seller should know, what's happening behind the scenes, what different attorneys are in the process
Okay.
until the end. And that helps to create trust. And I think with that, with shared information, you must learn to talk the language of economy.
You are trying, yeah. And I've got a cool thing that I want to say is when you guide your buyers through a proven consultation process, you help them make confident decisions. They will be more confident to commit, and it will save everybody time and stress. Move from being that chauffeur to be the consultant. Don't just drive around with them, show them around. Become the consultant.
Yeah. Vanessa, what do you say about the time that we spend on buyers in our daily activity?
Yeah, so, and I see this is a lot of agents are struggling with the following. We must keep in mind, we have a commitment to our business in the mornings. Remember our business energy, that is happening during our lead generation time. That is when we are doing business. And we are preparing business for tomorrow. We're prospecting for new business for tomorrow. Now, what I often see happening, I have a buyer, but they only want to view at 10 o'clock in the morning. So do you communicate that my calendar is booked? I won't be able to assist you during this time. I can help you this and this and this time I have already arranged with my seller.
Yeah.
And also, I would also, if you have a property that's really getting a lot of inquiries, book a time slot for an hour, one afternoon, and do all of those viewings at the same time. It's going to save you time, and it will create buyer urgency. They're going to see each other go in and out of the house, and they're going to say, oh, goodness, I need to put in an offer. This is where you can possibly also get multiple offers and sell a property sometimes, not always, above the asking price.
Yeah,
or at least get full price.
At least get full price, yeah. Especially if you can have a colleague or two joining you, and you can have 5 people at the same time at the house. So it will save you time, and it will create such an urgency for the buyers that they will ask you probably at the end, where's the paper I want to sign? Because there's fear of losing out is there.
I want to add something here. So when you are that consultant, remember, when you're the consultant, you set expectations. And the buyer can also set the expectations, meaning, this is what I need. I need to be out or in this place by a certain time. I'm starting a new job. Whatever the situation or motivation is for buying, pre-qualify them, educate them, and then commit to them and serve them. And remember, I've got a big tip for you. Educated buyers make faster, more confident decisions. And then the urgency is created through clarity, and it's not pressure. You don't sound like that desperate, out of breath agent. Commission breath.
Yeah, you don't want to sound like that. I think one of the most important things that we must cover is that if you've got a buyer, do the pre-qualification before anything else happens. Because if the buyer is pre-qualified, he knows what he can look for. Otherwise, he's falling in love with the house, and then when he gets the pre-qualification, he can't buy it. Or he can buy from something more expensive than that he is looking for. So be smart and pre-qualify every buyer.
Well, there's 2 parts of pre-qualifying. You got to pre-qualify your buyer on getting to the motivation of buying a property.
Yeah.
Are they just looking around? Are they just thinking about only buying next year? How's this going to look? So it's not only about the money. And if you also get buyers that says, okay, but Peter, I'm sorry, I don't trust the pre-qualifying process. Here's what you can say to them. It's like, I do understand your fear around this. We can view the property, but before we sign the OTP, I need you to be pre-qualified. Yes. We do not want to waste time with the contract, and we cannot waste the seller's time as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Anything you want to add there?
Yeah, that's a time waster if you give a contract with our pre-qualification, definitely. And I usually tell my sellers that one of the main things is that I will have a pre-qualified buyer signing the contract. So even if they sign the contract and don't give the contract to the seller, I first do the pre-qualification and then I take it to the seller. Said, yes, a contract someone that's been pre-qualified.
Yeah, and also qualify for urgency, not just ability or affordability. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Just as the sellers have a dominant selling motive, the buyers also have a dominant buying motive. And you must try to determine what are their motives. Do they want to sell at some time, or do they want to sell now?
Yes.
And do they want to buy sometime in the future, or do they want to buy now?
Right. I've got some questions to leave with you today. How do you currently prepare buyers before showing homes? Are you educating them? And this is for you to go and discover. How do you currently prepare buyers before showing homes? What steps could I add to make my buyer consultation more effective? And consultation means when you meet them for the first time, for a first viewing, you're going to also ask questions to make sure that you understand what they need. Or before the viewing, even on the phone, this is where you can ask these qualifying questions, their urgency, their motivation for wanting to buy.
And also to understand the emotions.
Yes,
Yeah.
The positive and the negative emotions. Yeah, that's a great one. Thanks, Peter. Okay, so how can I manage buyer emotions and set clear expectations early? Just what Peter said. How can I manage buyer emotions and set clear expectations early? I do understand you are very excited about buying a new property. Your family is expanding. Whatever the reason might be, get into those emotions. Always go back to their motivation and remind them. Listen, this is what I heard from you in the beginning. You want to move into a bigger house because your family is expanding. That is such an exciting time in your life. Can't wait for this new arrival of the baby. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and how do you identify serious and ready to act buyers quickly? Okay, think about it for yourself. How do I or you identify serious, ready to act buyers quickly? And then once again, a script or a dialogue. Which one can I master to help buyers make confident offers? Peter, anything you want to add at this stage?
Yeah, before we close down, I think the big thing is not to pressure buyers, but to educate them. If you pressure them, it's like touching hot plate, they will leave you and they will go to another agency. If you try to pressure them, because buyers feel that very quickly that you want to pressure them into a sale. Educate them in terms of the time, in terms of the interest rate, in terms of the future of the interest rate. So be the economist of choice. Educate them about what the market will probably do in the future, why they must not wait, and they can buy now. Do the figures with them, and they will fall in your hands.
Yeah, I mean, asking a question like at the end of the viewing, what is your next step? What is your next step? They will quickly tell you. I'm still looking around. This is our first property that we're viewing. So make sure you ask them also, how many properties have you viewed before? So, or up to date so far. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you very much. Yeah, the buyer is so important because he buys our listings.
Yes, it is an important part, but it is not the most important part. Remember, buyers will automatically come when you have the right listings.
Yes.
And especially when you have an exclusive mandate, you can control the viewing times for the buyers.
Yes.
You don't have to run around like a buyer's agent out of breath, running after the buyers.
MREI says, get your listings, the buyer will come from itself.
Exactly, automatically, yes. Thank you, everybody. May you have a great Thursday. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.